Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're talking about the GoPro Hero 12 versus the 11. Now this is not a big comparison video like you've seen the thousands of them that are out there right now. I want to do something a little bit different, kind of focus on certain points. So this video is going to be about log file on the GoPro 12 and the flat file on the GoPro Hero 11. And then lastly, I want to look at the HDR out of the 12 versus a regular out of the 11. What's this like? What does this give you? Is it worth it? Is it something to be excited about? So let me explain to you what kind of footage we're going to look at. We're going to look at some footage I took in the pool when it comes to the flat color and the log file, and then how I use the GoPro LUT to enhance that footage, right? Because you don't want to use flat. You don't want to use log. It's all to be edited and post afterwards. So there's a couple LUTs I wanted to play with. Number one was, of course, the LUTs that they put out, which one is called GoPro Auto. The other one is Native 5600 Kelvin. I also have downloaded Paul Leeming LUTs. Now this is a LUT that I use for my Sony cameras. I can put it in the link below. I get no benefit if you buy it or not. But just in case you have Sony cameras and you're looking to find a LUT to a good balancing effect with your S-Log or HLG kind of file, that's what that's about. But so I played around with it and kind of dumped it in the GoPro log file to see what it looked like, and it actually looked pretty good sometimes. Let's look at the footage and we'll talk about it here when it's done. Okay. Alright, this one is 5.3K, 24 frames per second, medium sharpness, flat on the 11, log on the 12. ISO is maxed out at 400 ISO. Here. Cheers to all y'all. Alright, let's check out the fish. Of course, we're going to be doing some color grading to make this look whatever. And stop eating sticks, lose. But here we are. Come on. What are you guys doing? I think they're hungry. Should I feed the fish? I would do slow motion for this drop, but we're not doing all that. Got some cleaning out here to do this weekend. All right, the speckled rubber texture. Sure, it's different. It's fine. It's probably gonna match the new Apple Watches. They're recycled, carbon neutral. All right, so what did you think? Let me give you my opinion about the log file first, and we'll talk about HDR. So the log file, I don't see the benefit. I find the flat file a little bit easier, or more, you could do more with it than the GoPro file as of right now, from the first kind of playing around with it. I find that the GoPro log file is a little bit warmer and not as bright as the flat file. As of right now, the log file, I'm not finding a big deal. That's kind of disappointing. I will play with it more, experiment with it more. Maybe I'm missing something. If you know what I should be doing differently, let me know in the comments below. All right, let's talk about HDR. HDR, As you can tell with my expression, I'm not too excited about either of them. What I didn't like about HDR, of course, is the skin tones, number one. And the second thing is that when you pan through sun and the sun hits that lens, the entire footage flashes. So it's taking that bright image and taking that dark image and it's combining it together. But that bright image, when it hits the sun, is really bright. So it's having like a strobe effect when it hits the screen. Yeah, I think it's more dangerous using that. To me, you need to be really certain of when you're going to use HDR in the right environment that you want to have it in. Versus the flat profile, something like that, where basically in the end, you can fix whatever is needed at that point. I think the HDR is going to lock you in and you may not be happy with the results. But if you know exactly what you're doing, look, and you're trying to get a certain look, then yeah, go for it. But for me, I think it's a little bit too definite. Is that a good word? It locks you in. So if you don't like the results, you're stuck. That's why it's kind of, the flat has always been kind of, to me lately, been really a good one to film in. I don't like the natural too much with the skin tones. I find that the flat, tweak it a little bit, it looks really good. So where does that put me now? Why did I buy the GoPro 12? If you're debating out there whether should I get a cheap 11 or 12. I bought 12 because I was still on my GoPro subscription. So it was $100 off. So basically it's a $300 GoPro. I was excited about the log file and I was excited about the HDR. Not so much anymore. I do like the quarter screw on the back. So under here, if I forget to bring the right adjustments, whatever, I have a backup instantly right here. Now, yes, I can go online and buy the adapter to put on the back and have this also with magnets, which is a good idea, but out of the box, here you go. And the next reason was the Bluetooth audio connection. Now, I'll get more into that in my next video, talking about it. There's some benefit there and it will definitely probably get better over time with different microphones that will come out to try to maximize that feature. Deeper sounding bass audio, kind of more of a better microphone kind of thing. What I would like to try experiment with is like a karaoke microphone, a Bluetooth microphone that you can connect to it and see if it sounds better. That's in a different video. All right, that's it for this one. When it comes to the log file and HDR, I don't find that much excitement out of it right now. I'm fine with the flat and I'm fine with not using HDR, just using flat right now. Let me know what you guys think. Not a very exciting video, but yeah, kind of disappointed. All right.